Good morning, everyone. It's Greg. Welcome to Buckeye Freight Rail over here in Carlisle, Ohio. I was here a couple days ago and got two trains, so I didn't make a video of them, but I'm going to add today's trains to that one. So the two trains you see in the beginning of this video was shot 2 days ago, and it was pretty cool in the heavy snowfall. It was nice. Anyway, we'll see what we can get here. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, got another NS. I think it's 139, NS 139. Not very long, but it's a train. All right, guys, thanks for watching. All right, here comes L423, old reliable, Cincinnati to Dayton, local. I don't know if you can even see them. All right. That's a little longer than normal for 423. All right, I'm gonna get out of this snow. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, guys, got L423 coming back from Dayton. He's probably just two locomotives. Yep, that's it. Well, it's a train. All right, folks, got I-141 coming down. Coming at you. Yesterday he didn't have any racks, but today he does, and they are loaded. All right, folks, there you go. We got some more coming. Stay tuned. All right, folks, we've got B443. It's ammonia, anhydrous ammonia train, loaded, I believe. It's got a heritage on the front, RF and P, Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac. And we got another heritage unit on a train behind this one. All right, coming at you, RF and P. And he is loaded. Well, he wasn't all ammonia. And a little bit of mixed freight on there. Some buffers on the front and some on the rear. All right, guys, we got another train coming with another heritage unit. Stay tuned. All right, folks, we got another southbound coming, B647. And he is got, I think it's ethanol, loaded ethanol. And not leading, but I think the trailing locomotive will be a CP heritage unit, Canadian Pacific. Engine number 7010. And it's the maroon and gray scheme. That's all I know. Sounds like he's still up the track of here. I'll be right back. All right, buckle up. He's coming now. I can see his headlights through the trees there. There he is. Ooh, KCS in front. And this is loaded ethanol. Short and sweet. All right, 2 heritage units in a row. Very cool. All right, thanks for watching. All right, gate's coming down. We got M560 coming up. This will be my last train. He's got a heritage unit on it as well. I think it's the New York Central, maybe. That'll be 3 heritage units on the last 3 trains of the day. That's not bad. I don't know if I've ever done that before. 3 in a row. Coming at you. How about that? That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Last 3 trains of the day each had a heritage unit on them. I don't know if that's ever happened to me before. 3 in a row like that. All right, I appreciate you guys being here. I am heading out, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. Thanks, guys.